Hello, and welcome to the third episode of Let's Play Ancient Cities, rebuilding, or building rather, the prehistoric city of Marseille. Masala, as the Greeks called it when they colonized it in 600 BC. But we're doing it 5,000 years before that, and we're going to start off right away by getting into daylight because I want to place down some more straw huts. Definitely. We want to continue growing, and we want to continue growing this way along the coast here. And you can see that they're starting to build an organic path going this way, which is great, but we want the organic path to be a bit more down this way. So we're going to encourage pathing along this area that we want to become the main road by placing some houses here. Now see, I was noticing in another game, another Let's Play, that there's a longhouse. There's a new wooden longhouse that was released with the most recent update, which was a major release update. And I don't see it in mine. And I'm worried that it's because I've been playing this game since, I've been playing this tribe since before that update came out. I can still load the save games, but I'm wondering if maybe because this game started before that update, if it means that I'm not getting everything that's available in the most recent update. And that would be a real shame. But I'm thinking if that happens, I'll just start a new game, and I'll start in the Neolithic era, because we're pretty much at the Neolithic era right now. So we might as well just start a new tribe and start in that era, and we can get right into farming. And maybe start 1,000 years ahead, like closer to zero, so that more of the physical changes to the landscape would have taken place. And that way, the landscape would look a bit more like it did when it was originally settled. So that's my plan. If it becomes clear that we're missing things because we started this before the big update, then I'll just restart with a new tribe. We'll take a hit in population. We'll go down probably to 25 people. And we'll have less materials to start off with, but whatever. That's all fine. So, but let's assume that we're not missing anything, and we'll forge ahead with this. So I'm going to place down those huts, and I'm also going to place down those new things that we learned about. The thresher. Yep, definitely the thresher. Because I'm worried that we're going to lose the technology. And one way that you can avoid losing the technology is by doing things related to that technology. So if you have a technology for spears, for example, then you can craft spears, and then when you're crafting spears, people who are crafting the spears are gaining knowledge about spears. And that's good. And the other thing that you can do is you can build them, and then when people are using them and when people are building them, they're learning things about them, and that's improving their knowledge. And so I've had a few cases where we lost knowledge, we lost technology after somebody died because that person had not passed on the knowledge to anybody else in the tribe. And I don't want that to happen, because we used to have benches, for example, and then we lost them. And we used to have bone harpoons for fishing, which are way better than the wooden harpoons. And we lost those too because we only had one person who had that knowledge. So yeah, it's tricky. So I'm going to try to avoid losing some of these things that we just gained. The threshers, and I think there was hay fever, a feeder, yeah. an animal feeder, even though we can't domesticate animals yet, I don't think. We're just going to build them for the sake of not losing the tech, and hopefully more people in our tribe will gain that tech, so that when whoever it was that brought it in dies, we won't be left out in the cold. So that's what we'll do. We'll put those down. It's going to require tons of everything. Oh, I also want to build a log store, and I'm going to add a wood chopper group because we're definitely going to need logs for some of these new things. And I'm going to put the wood store right here along this main road area. Like so. Right there. Because I'm pretty sure this lines up perfectly with where I want the gate to be. Let's see. Let's follow this. Yeah, like I want it to be, the gate should be around, even a little bit closer to the coast, to be honest. Yeah, right where this rock is. That's where we want our gate to be, the main gate into the city. So I want the main road to go right up to this gate. Big, long road. Man, we have a lot of space to cover. I think we're going to have like farms going along here. So it'll be like urban, but it'll be more like small town urban. So we'll have like blocks of farmlands with a few houses, lots of farmland, maybe like an oven, a bread oven, like a whole block that's self-sufficient. And then we'll just have a bunch of those going on along this length. And then houses scattered all around and in between. But like, I don't think there are any big buildings other than the religious buildings. I don't think there's, the oven is not going to be big. It's just like a clay cavern. The dryers aren't big. The pelt huts, pelt tanners aren't big. Threshers aren't big. Yeah, I don't see anything that's going to be huge. But also, like, we're missing things. Like, there should be a wooden log house. And I don't know if that's because we're just not advanced enough, or if that's because of the fact that we're playing this game before the major update. So yeah, drop me a comment if you know the answer to that question. And then I can restart this if that's the case. Yeah, we'll plop a fireplace down too, a big one, to encourage even more organic pathing down here where we want the road to be going. Like right here. Right here. Beautiful. Okay, that's good. And I think we might cancel one of the huts that we put over here, because we don't want to stay in this part of the, this is not going to be the main part of our settlement, so we're going to move out of here quicker than I was anticipating. And we'll start with the furthest away hut. So this hut we're not going to build anymore. Cancel. And this one too. Cancel. Alright, we'll still build that one, because I think we still have like a third of our population without a house. 66, holy Moses. Okay. Yes, so we'll get those built. Alright, let's speed it up. Also, as I was saying about knowledge, I'm going to add back to the crafters group some of this tools that we were building, because I don't want to lose the knowledge for those either. I lost a bone harpoon. I lost that knowledge, and I love the bone harpoons because we collect so many bones, and other than knives, we don't really have a purpose for the bones. But the harpoons gave us a great use for them. So I don't want to lose any more tools like that. So I'm going to add back the flint spears and the bone knives and the stone axes and the wooden spears, because you need wooden spears in order to make these wooden tridents for fishing. But the wooden spears are handy on their own. You can do everything with a wooden spear. You can fish, hunt, sow, and till. 50% bonus for each of those things. So it's a pretty versatile tool. And when you think about it, it is just a sharpened stick. So sharpened sticks were quite handy back in the day. We want to get this hazel bow and the bone harpoon. I really hope we're not missing things because of this old game. We'll see. No need to panic. If we restart, we're going to be starting ahead of the game in terms of technology anyway, because we'll start in the Neolithic, which is an option with this game. So yeah, and we might even turn up the difficulty, because I'm finding this a bit too easy. I really haven't had any major crises, so we could do that. The only thing is, like, this landscape, I don't know what it will look like when we regenerate it. It won't be the same, but it sticks to the accuracy pretty close, so it'll be pretty similar. So yes, we'll just see, but we're not going to plan around that right now. Let's get these paths going in the right direction. Get these things all built up. And I should put limits on these tools, though. We'll say 30 spears, 30 knives, 10 of the axes, mostly useful for chopping logs. And we're going to need more logs as we build bigger things. Yeah, okay. So we got everything back on the queue. Ropes are up. Ropes are way up. Let's see. Oh, not way up, but 13. 13's good. So we're not in a rope crisis anymore. Speaking of which, where are our traders? They're still up here in use. They're trading. Hello. Negotiating, bargaining, hand talking. Let's go, traders, come on. Ivar. Family. You can see their family connections. Isabel, we remember Isabel. She's hungry. Why are you hungry? She is Ivar's mom, and his dad is Arav. Ivar and Arav, cool. And his wife, ooh, the traders group has carried out its mission, good. Three? What? We traded 5 spear for 3 rope. No way. That is not right. Whoa. I'm not doing that again. I'm just going to raid them from now on. That is not worth it. Spears are way more useful than rope. Well, arguably. Definitely take a lot more time to make a spear out of flint than it does to make a rope. So, that's not a fair trade. You two are bad traders, Imara. Oh, you guys are together. The traders are a couple. I wonder if that happened while they were on the trading route. I bet that's what's going on. They didn't even bother to like negotiate. They were just in love. They were honeymooning on a fake trading quest. Not what I like to see. Well, we're going to cancel this trading group because we're not going to do that ever again. Ooh, yes! Yes! Oh, yes! Okay. Okay. Save this. Save it right now because we're not losing that tech, I've decided. We're not losing that tech. So we've got primitive hazel bows. That's exciting. We once raided a town for primitive hazel bows, and then they stopped making them. So we couldn't raid them anymore. So it's great that we got that. Okay. Good. So when you guys come home, you're going to close this group. You're going to disband the traders group. You two lovebirds. Not good traders. And we're going to add bows to our craftsman queue. Yes. Ha ha ha. So we got pretty much every tool in the Mesolithic era except for the bone harpoons. So maybe when we convert to Neolithic, when we have a majority of Neolithic culture, then we'll get access to those other things, the longhouses and stone sickles. Because I don't see stone sickles in the crafting options either. Like, they're not blurred out. The bone harpoon is blurred out. But I think I did read that you can come across knowledge of things that exist, and then it's grayed out. Like, once you're exposed to something, even if you don't have the tech to make it yourself, then it becomes like a grayed out option. But not everything gets revealed to you necessarily. So that could be it. I'm hoping that's it. Maybe it's like when the migrants come in, they have knowledge of different housing types, and so then we can see it as a grayed out option in our queue. I don't know, but it's all part of the mystery. I could read the guides more thoroughly, but I like the mystery. Yes, I want to see some of these tribes migrate somewhere. Migrate away from Marseille. You're going to hunt all the animals in the area. I don't want that. Get out. This is our territory now. Don't make me raid you. We could go on a raid. Would you like to see a raid? Maybe we'll wait until winter because we need to get our houses all built before the cold. It doesn't get that cold in the winter on the Mediterranean, but it'll get pretty cold. Cold enough to need housing. So let's speed up. Speed up. Speed up. I'm going to plop a few storage spaces down too. Like right along the middle of the road here. Because again, it will encourage people to use this road to make paths here. And we need to start making more storage spaces anyway. Because we're going to have to start prioritizing other things. Other than our main staples like straw and sticks, we need to start prioritizing logs and pelts. It's always good to have a storage space dedicated to pelts because it will encourage people to collect them out in the fields after a hunt, to collect the pelts, bring them back to storage, wait for one of these dryers to be available. Tanners, I mean. And then that way you are moving your pelts into leather quickly. So yes, a few storage up there and most of the storage down here. Yes, over this way. If the terrain does not allow you to build, then you'll get something like this. So I think I'm just going to delete those. No. Alright, and maybe plop another fireplace down. Or like there. There. Because we still want this road to move a little bit closer to the coast. Yeah, let's knock off these. Not the direction we want to go. Alright, prioritize these houses. Good. That should actually give us quite the surplus of housing, I'm hoping. So that would be great, because then we can knock down a couple of the houses over here. Or just wait until they're being repaired and then just demolish them then. Sirens, one sec. $56.20, and it's 8 in-game years. So it's like 500 years on this clock, historical years, for every in-game year. Okay, so time is moving quickly. The skip night feature doesn't seem to work the way it's supposed to. Because it's supposed to speed up through the night, but it doesn't seem to do that. Our first Neolithic offering is completed and we unlocked an achievement. 18 out of 49 buildings. That's great. Our first Neolithic offering. So now those in our tribe, the recent migrants who have Neolithic culture, they can pray at that. And I think maybe if you have the Mesolithic culture and you pray at the Neolithic, will it cause you to convert, maybe? I don't know. I don't know, but we're going to want to build a bunch of these, so housing is still the most important thing. So one of each offering is enough until we get 100% of our residents housed. Look, we're getting tons of pine nuts. That's great. Tons of bone. I'm going to put a limit on bone, actually. Because until we get the bone harpoons back, we don't need that many bones. They don't seem to be useful for religious things. Too much. So, bones, where are you? Here we are. So you can either have it on infinite, or you can adjust it like so. So I'll say 50 bones is fine. Bodhi has improved tribe knowledge. That's great. So other than migration, you can gain knowledge by practicing things. And so he was practicing something. Food processing, he's at 23% knowledge. 23% until the next, like, epiphany, leap. And weaving. That's good. What do they weave? I don't know. Oh, probably rope. Making rope. Yeah, because he's in the crafting group, so he's probably making rope. That's good. Good, good, good. 47 plant fiber. That is awesome. So we could build some baskets now. We can build some baskets to put our food in. Yeah, that's a good idea. So these were going to be for pelts, right? That I'm going to delete because it's too small. They're all kind of small. Okay, pelts in here. And leather in there. Not that I'm expecting to have a surplus of leather, but it'll just encourage production of it at least. We'll put both of those up. Not to the highest priority, but to a higher priority. And where are other storage? We need to assign those. So you can store. Oh, we need to build a hay stack, a hay bale. You can store our first feeder. Yes, excellent. What? What? How? How? We lost hazel bows, which we just got, and then we lost flint spears too? No. No. Oh. Oh, how could we lose flint spears? We made like 40 of them. Aw, that blows. Oh, that blows. That blows. I did save it. I did save it when we got the bows, but like, he's probably going to die at some point. What else could I do? I added them back right away. They were in production. People were out hunting using them. Oh, that's such a shame. Phew. Alright. Well, should I restart then? Like, should I load that save? I did say I was not against restarting at a save point if I do something dumb. But like, I didn't do anything dumb here. Someone just died. Ugh. I guess we'll go. We'll forge ahead. What a shame. And we only have 18 spears now. Ugh. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. We'll continue. Oh, that's just annoying, isn't it? So now we're back to the... gone back to the Stone Age. Oh, I want to convert. Convert me to Neolithic, to the god of farming. We need more migrants. I'm sure we'll get that technology back with another migrant, but I've been waiting for the bone harpoons to come back for a long time, and they haven't. So we could be waiting a while for those tools to return. It's a good thing we have at least half of our tribe member can have a flint spear. And we still got the bifaces, and I think the biface is a precursor to the flint spear. So as long as we keep working with flint, okay, that's a good idea. We're gonna supercharge our tribe's knowledge of flint by queuing up a ton of just an unlimited amount of bifaces. Because now that we can't make flint spears, the only purpose we have with flint is the biface. So we're gonna make a ton of them, an absolute ton, infinite number of bifaces, please. And we have a warning on the wooden spears for some reason. Not enough fine sticks. Okay. That's because we're using so many fine sticks to make things like tents and dryers and pelt tanners and other things. Okay, how's it this area? The new town, the new city. There's a game save. Yes, the more building we can do of those new things, even if we can't use them for a while. But I did see in the gathering, in the groups, we have herding. Because I know the herding was added in the most recent update, and we have it. So I think after the winter we'll try to herd some animals. Ooh, we learned a new technology, and not through a migrant, just through Bodhi working on his skills, working on his weaving skills. Probably gave him a new basket to make. So what is this basket? Now that we're getting more rope, we can make some of these baskets for food. But we already had those baskets, so I'm not sure what these baskets are that he has going on. Would be interesting to see what those are. So we'll put 2 of those baskets down. And one of these pits too. Yeah. This will be a little storage area, this whole zone right here. I don't see any other baskets. Decoration. Is that new? I don't remember decorations. Set of baskets. Okay. So is it just decorative? Does it cost anything? Plant fiber. We need that for rope and for baskets. That, like, storage baskets. So, but that's cool that you have those options. I figured we'd get that with modding, but that's cool that they added them in. I'm not going to spend any resources on it right now because we're definitely not at the point where, you know, we just went backwards in technology. So, not a good time to be decorating. We need to focus on building as many things as we can. Not just what we need, not just the bare minimum, but a sufficient amount to allow everybody to learn a little bit about these technologies so that next time somebody dies, we don't lose things like threshers. I'd hate to lose the threshers. I'd hate to be further away from the Neolithic era. But that's life. That's life in the BC. You know? People went backwards and forwards. It was a zigzaggy path to progress, not a straight line. I've been playing with the graphics a bit. Hopefully it looks a little bit smoother. The lag seems to be a little better. So So yes. Alright, I think we'll pause it here, and we'll see you at the next episode of Let's Build Prehistoric Marseille. Thank you for tuning in. Give me a like and subscribe, please. I'm brand new to these Let's Plays, so your support is greatly appreciated, and comments and likes and all of those things, so that hopefully I can get a new system. That would be the goal. Help me get a new system so that these lags will go away. And thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you want to see me do anything. If you want me to start a new game in the Neolithic with a new tribe, do a reset, let me know. I'm open to tips and suggestions. Alright, have a great night. Bye-bye.